Sagittarius, welcome to your monthly read for March. Thanks for stopping by Mantra Flower Tarot. For the monthly reads, I'm going to pull out whatever wants to come out. That might be a large theme for you during March. But let's see what's going on for y'all in March. Okay. The energy that I'm already picking up on is more of like a... You might be going through some conflict. you might be y'all might be facing something. Look, as I say that, the five of swords shows itself. That's funny. Not funny for you. Yeah, I'm getting March might be a month of some conflict. Some confusion, maybe. Let's see what comes out. If it doesn't resonate, just wasn't your read. You know, take what does resonate. Don't force anything. Always check out like your other placements if you really need to know like what's going on in your life, or if you're really confused and need some guidance. Let's look at month of March for Sagittarius. You guys are one of my favorite zodiac signs, by the way. All my best friends have been Sagittariuses. Like all my best acquaintances have always been Sagittarius. You guys are just so fun and free, open. What's going on in March for Sagittarius? Show me Sagittarius for March. Okay. We have Nine of Cups wanted to pop out. So there may be something going into March. There may be something that you're looking at, you're thinking about, and you're like, hey, this is something that would fill all my cups. I would feel very good about it. So the 10 of Cups is like true happiness and everything, but the 9 of Cups, it's almost like you're missing that final cup because you're by yourself. It's something for you. It's not something for an us or a we. It's something meant just for you. So the energy I'm getting there is like there's something going into March where you're like, that's my goal. That's my dream. That's what I want to accomplish. And look at that. Knight of Cups comes out second. So it's something you're willing to go after. The interesting thing here is the energy that I'm getting is that, and it's funny how I mentioned that, that cup is like, it's 9 because it's just you. 10 is like us, unity, we. Not always, but like that's how I perceive it. And so it's almost like you have your 9 of Cups, you have your wish fulfillment, you're in a good spot, you're happy, you're good, but you recognize that one of your cups is missing and you're kind of going towards it. You're going to look for it. You're looking for that final cup this month. You're looking for that final emotional fulfillment. And then you're being met with some conflict here. So that may be where the conflict is arising. I don't see it as conflict with obtaining your final cup here. It's more like I see this as conflict standing in your path. So as you venture out to go look for that final cup, what's going to fulfill me completely? How do I get over this like 9 to 10? It's almost like there's people bickering and fighting, like standing in your way, distracting you, like keeping you from your path, keeping you from going like where you want to go. Sagittarius, you might have like some people that are just around you that just like to bring you all their drama. They like to tell you about their workplace issues. I'm getting their relationships, and like it's not overwhelming for you, but it's definitely distracting you, because even if you're not thinking about their issues all the time, they're giving you that energy, and then you're keeping that energy. You're sitting with that energy. When people bring you all their issues and problems and everything, and they just want to vent and complain all the time, and you're always having that around you, you're sitting in that energy. So it's going to prevent you from being successful in things that you choose to do. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles here. So it's like, it's almost like what I'm feeling is as you have like all your 9 emotional cups here, right? You're going to look for that last cup. You might be like, you know, I think I'm going to start dating. I think I'm going to start, you know, thinking about a different career path, or like entertaining my own business, something that's going to bring you emotional fulfillment this month, or in this month of March. But because everyone's standing in your way and just giving you that conflict, that drama, that gossip, that annoying venting all the time, it's like you take a step back and you're like, you know what, I'm in my Nine of Pentacles energy, I'm good. Like, I'm not even gonna go look. Like, it's almost like it drains you before you can even start your journey to really fill that final cup up. These people around you are draining you. You got a lot of like people with issues around you, Sagittarius, in the month of March. So I would definitely be aware of that, keep an eye on that, because it's showing me that your energy gets drained by them. And so now you're just like, you know what, I'm just going to sit in this Nine of Pentacles energy. I'm abundant, I'm free, I'm independent, I'm by myself. It's almost like their stories prevent you from even wanting to pursue your last cup. You're like, you know, I'm good. Like, I'm good. I don't want to be going through all of that. I don't even want to deal with anything they're dealing with. So I'm good. I'm gonna just be in my Nine of Pentacles energy here, and I'm gonna be happy about it. Okay. So definitely try to avoid people that just bring you conflict and make you change your mind about things. Not everyone's thing is going to be the same, you know. It's all about how you deal with it, how you think about it, your reactions, where you're at. So it looks like the middle of March, we have the Wheel of Fortune starting you off. So it looks like something's going to go good in your way. I'm not getting a sense if it's money or relationships. I feel like it's pretty broad for all of you. Like, you're all going after something that makes you happy. Some of you it's money, some of you it's relationships, some of you it's traveling, it's taking extra time away for yourself, being able to go out and have fun, explore new things. These are just some of the messages that I'm getting here. So it seems to be a little bit of something for everyone. Like your own thing, really. But whatever it is, like, I mean, middle of March, you're doing good. It's coming towards you. I get opportunities are opening up for you to explore this. There's the chances for you to indulge it. And then we have the Two of Swords here. So I feel like that's where that conflict is going to be coming in for you. So that conflict was presented to you in other people's life and their situations in the beginning of March. And then in the middle of the March, when you start to get opportunities to actually pursue what you want and to receive what you want, you're really like confused and conflicted. I wouldn't say confused. You know what you want, but you're just kind of like, I don't even know that I want to go after it because of all this drama and stuff that I've heard about it. So you're kind of like at a crossroads. Do I pursue this or do I not? Do I go for it or do I not? And it's more of a mental thing. I don't see it being any kind of physical blocks at all. The Wheel of Fortune's coming in and removing physical blockages for you, but you're stopping yourself because of this mental back and forth. And then I think a part of it, again, you're looking back on all of this conflict that these people talked about. You're looking back at all their spilled cups. Sagittarius, these are not your spilled cups. This is not about you. This is not your past traumas and hurts that you're focused on and you're like stuck on. You're thinking about all these people, all the things they went through, how their cups have spilled, why their cups are empty. And you're considering and realizing and focusing on that so much that you don't even see that you do have two full cups right behind you. And that comes back to here. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for that perfect unity, that togetherness, you know, whether it's relationship, career, travel, job, opportunity, it doesn't matter what it is. You're so focused on what everyone says about it, like the conflict and the issues that they've had with it and why their cup spilled over, that you're not even looking and realizing that you have the same opportunity they had, but that doesn't mean it's going to go the same way, okay? So again, you get back into this energy of like, I'm just going to focus on my money. I'm going to focus on my pentacle. So for a second time, you've started in March. So this is the second time that you started to pursue something or see something. It's going your way, but then you take a step back and you focus on your money again, okay? You're pulling your energy back in to just be like, you know what? Let me just go after my pentacle. Let me go look for my money. Like, let me go look for my stability, my own personal stability. You know, ending the first week of March in this Nine of Pentacles, it's almost like now you're like, you know what, I'm gonna just go get my 10 of Pentacles. I'm gonna just go get all my money, all my generational wealth, my investments. Like, I'm about to stack these bills. I'm good. I'm not even gonna take a chance on whatever this emotional fulfillment is for me. And you go right back into that energy of like, I'm gonna just focus on my money. I'm gonna focus on me and my money. Okay, Sagittarius. So you start to pursue it, and then you don't. And then the universe opens the doors for you, but you walk away from them. So ending March, we have the King of Wands. So I do sense that because you're so focused on your money here, like, you keep ending the cycle of something new with just focusing on your money. By the end of March, you're feeling confident, you're feeling good. I got my money, I look good. I've got my 9 of Cups, I got my 9 of Pentacles. I'm just feeling real nice, real easy. You're leading with that very confident, passionate, self-love kind of energy where you're really like, you know what, I could probably be single the rest of my life and I would be so okay with it because I'm in such a good place. I feel so good. Okay, that's how you're leaving the March. That's the end of March for you. But then I think that there is something that happens where you have some kind of reflection about something, and you're watching these people celebrate. Like, I don't sense that this is you necessarily that is celebrating. The image that they're giving me, like the scenario, is like you're sitting at a bar, you're drinking, you're chilling, you're having a great time. You're by yourself. Maybe you have a date that's like super casual, nothing serious. And then you look over across the bar and this guy proposes to this woman. It's a huge celebration and all the family and friends are there and they're just so happy and everyone's smiling and hugging and this real love kind of energy. And I almost get that you're looking at that in almost like an envious way. Not like so envious to the point that it's like bringing in bad energy, but you kind of look at that and it's like, yeah, that would be nice to have. Like that's kind of like, that would be really nice to have. So you're like suddenly realizing, I really do want that. Like, I really do want this. It could be if it's career for you, you know, it's someone getting a promotion and the company throws this huge party and everyone's happy about it and you're like, I should have gone for that promotion. Like, that's actually something that I really wanted. Like, I want that recognition. I want that promotion. Like, I really want that. So whatever kind of celebratory event it is, like, you're witnessing someone celebrate something that you actually wanted. And this is the thing that you started to pursue in the beginning of the month. This is the thing that the universe opened the doors for you in the middle of the month. And now you're ending the month with looking at someone else, enjoying that and being in that celebratory energy. So then I think it puts a sudden stop to things for you, okay? In your mind, it's like, you don't like do a drastic change here, like a tower moment kind of drastic change, but you put an end to something. And what I'm feeling is you're putting an end to your fears. Like, there's a this moment suddenly transforms you into realizing, like, I've been held back because of other people. I've been held back because of my fear of other people's situation. I've been held back because I haven't been able to make a decision. And, you know, I chose not. You realize that you're the one holding yourself back. There's this epiphany of, I'm doing this to myself. Like, I'm preventing myself from getting what I want. And it's because of the fear of it going wrong, the fear of getting it just to lose it, the fear of, you know, being disappointed, of being let down, of something not happening. Like, you have this moment of clarity and you put a death to that. You put an end to it. So it's almost like you're killing yourself here, but in the best way possible. You're killing yourself in the best way possible. You're like, you know what? No, nothing's going to stop me. Nothing's going to prevent me anymore. Like, I see what I need to do. And you put an end to that, a sudden, rapid end to it. And then you leave the month of March with clarity, with knowing, I know what I want. You leave the month of March with a, like, sheer focus of what you want to bring into your life, of how you're going to pursue it, and that no one's going to stop you. So when these people come back around with that conflict energy and like telling you all this terrible things about whatever it is, you're cutting them down. You're like, no, you guys got some wands, I got a sword. Okay, I've upgraded, I've leveled up. No more getting stuck in this conflict with y'all. I have a damn sword, and I will use it. I will cut you out, and I will move you out of my path, because I know what I want now. I know where I'm going. I know how to get there, and that's what I'm going for. Okay? So Sagittarius, it looks like you start the month recognizing more so that you do want more, and then you don't pursue it. But the universe obviously is in alignment with you here, because they begin to open up those windows and those doors for you. But by the end of the month, I think you're going through a change where you're recognizing what you need to do in order to obtain that end goal of what you want. Okay? Let's go ahead and do, this is a dark mirror tarot. It's just your shadow side. So I want to pull one just to see like what shadow side do you need to work on for the month of March, what part of your shadow self maybe needs developing, needs addressing or confronting. What can you think about and focus on to help you move through the month easier, to transition through each week a little bit simpler. So let's just shuffle. Show me, Sagittarius, what can they work on in March? What can they work on in March? What needs to be addressed, recognized? Show me, Sagittarius, for the month of March. All right. We have today for tomorrow. Okay, so that card for me is all about fears, about what I do today and how it's going to impact tomorrow. So this could be something like, again, what I'm getting here is this is where that fear comes in, and why like these, at this time, like you're stopping. Okay, so today for tomorrow is, I'm trying to think of a good example here. If you've ever filled out an application for a job, you know, you're going in, you're filling it out, and then you start to doubt that you're going to be able to get this job like while you're filling the application out. So then you just throw the application away and you never actually fill it out. That's today for tomorrow. You're thinking, you're letting your actions today be controlled by what could happen later, what could happen tomorrow, what could happen next month. You're allowing the future to control your current present actions. And when you do that, you miss out on a lot of life. So if these people up here are talking to you about how they're having a messy divorce and it's like all these issues and, you know, law and whatever, you're allowing their experience to shape what you think could happen in your future. So you're choosing to not even pursue love in the present. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense and that you understand what I'm saying here. So let's do a guidance card for the month of March. This is this is actually my favorite tarot deck. It's more like an oracle deck, but whatever. This is divine guidance. So it's called Divine Abundance. So what is the overall advice in the month of March for Sagittarius? Advice in March for Sagittarius. What is the advice for Sagittarius in March? Advice for Sagittarius in the month of March. Coming. It's going to be a good one. At this point, if this does resonate for you, please make sure you are hitting that like and subscribe button. It definitely helps the channel, and it lets me connect with more energies based off of who watches my channel. So what we got is receiving. Okay, for the month of March, every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. So really, that is the theme for March for you, but that is the overall advice, is allow yourself to receive. Don't worry about what's going to happen or how it will happen or even when it will happen, but you do need to open up your heart, open up your energies, allow divine to give you what you truly want, and be open to receiving that. Because again, in the middle of March here, divine is opening up windows for you. They're opening those doors. They're giving you exactly what you started to look for. You began to look for it in the beginning of March, and then you stopped, but they're opening those doors up for you, and they're like, hey, you're on to something here. This is the direction that you need to go in. Let's make it easier. I'm clearing your path. That's how you know when something is for you, is when the path clears and it's easy. Whenever you're on your path, your true purpose, and you're aligned with divine, you're aligned with source, everything opens up for you and it becomes effortless to receive and pursue and attract things that you actually want. When it's not for you, you have blockages. You begin to, different things arise that make it just so impossible. Like, you can't get your schedule right. It never seems to happen for you. Your car dies on the way to that interview that you took 2 months just to schedule for. There becomes a lot of blockages and challenges, and that's the universe, that's divine letting you know this is not meant for you right now, or maybe ever. We don't know. But when you're open to receive what is given to you, that's divine helping you stay on your path. It's helping you learn your purpose and get there easier. We can fight it all our lives, but then our lives are going to be troubled with a lot of difficult things. But the more open you are to receiving what is being offered to you through divine, through source, life becomes much easier. So it's almost this energy of surrendering. I don't think you need to surrender. I think you do surrender as far as releasing the control of things. And that's part of the reason why it's so easy for you to just go back to your pentacles and your money here, because you're surrendering. You're okay. I surrender this idea of what I want. I'm surrendering it. I let it go. I'm moving on. I'm not going to focus on it. I'm just going to let it go and keep moving. I don't think you have an issue with surrendering, but I do think what it's saying, your advice for March, is be open to receiving, okay? So the more you surrender, the more you receive, but it's imbalanced if all you're doing is surrendering, but you're not receiving anything, okay? Be open to seeing what is there for you. That's all I got for you, Sagittarius. Have a good month. Bye.